G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here with another pipe crafting video. Yesterday I showed you how to cut and true and mark and drill the blank. So now we have to carve the bowl and then just cut away everything that doesn't look like it's a pipe. Seems straightforward enough. With everything laid out ready to go. And once again, we begin by setting a depth gauge on the auger with which I'm going to bore the hole. Make sense? Because believe me, there's nothing quite as irritating as getting to this stage and then punching out through the bottom of the pipe before you even get a chance to carve it. It has happened. But only when I was too lazy to walk back to the shed to get the liquid paper with which to put the depth gauge on before beginning to drill. And this shouldn't take too long. Banksia is about as strong as radiata pine, which is to say it's not very strong at all. Succeeded in blocking the hole. That happens. Should be just about there. How's that? There you go, that's the best shot I can give you, looking down into the bowl. It's not quite perfectly centered. It goes pretty close. There you go, a little bit of wiggle room. Right, well, as I said, this stuff's pretty much as soft as butter. So it's not so much a problem with cutting through it as not cutting away too much of it. And some people might think, well, if it's as soft as all that, what's it going to be like as a pipe containing fire? Which it's going to have to do. And I have actually got an answer for that, but it's a bit of a secret, so I'll just keep going with this and I'll explain it all later. But let's just say that this is not the first Banksia pipe I've ever carved. And they generally work pretty well in the past. You'll also notice I'm being particularly careful not to rasp against the grain. And I can now file past the marks which I put on there to show me where the central hole up the stem had actually gone. Right, so that's there's an awful lot of eyeballing goes on in these. But as Margaret Thatcher used to say, Tina, there is no alternative. Right, we are getting there. So now we do the other side. I like to sort of always stand where I can cut in the correct direction according to the grain, and if I can see my orientation marks, then that's even better. So there you can see the shape starting to emerge. Having already shaped the front of the bowl, now it's time to shape the back of the bowl. So here goes. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do it this way. Sometimes you just have to come at it from a funny angle to get your sight picture and your stroke direction correct. And to get in there under the bowl, about this point I generally go for a chainsaw sharpening file. Just shaping the back of the top of the bowl. And this fine work can take quite a bit of time. It's an asymptotic approach. You get closer and closer and closer, and each bit you take off is smaller than the last. Just now shaping the top of the bowl. And at this point, the idea is to profile the top so that you can put the fire out with a cigarette lighter. So my method of making sure it's going to fit properly is to wrap a cigarette lighter in sandpaper and use that to shape the profile of the top of the bowl. And now we start to round the stem. Again, all done by eye. Getting it to come in around is the trick. Starting to take shape now, and I'm about to thin the stem. Like this. And as you can see, it's still got some of the markings. There now. That's looking a bit better. Pretty much symmetrical. So, that's 2.5 hours just carving it after drilling it. Next step will be to finish forming the bowl and then sand it and then scrape it with a pocket knife before giving it a skin to increase its durability. Warbles on a lot to YouTube. Ciao.